I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Where am I now? Same as it ever was, only lower than before. I found myself running backwards because I didn't like where I was. It sounds fearful, and it kinda is, but it helps me remember where I used to be. The thing is, what's lower than standing on the last rung of a ladder? Hanging from that final notch instead. All I can find looking back up there is joy. That I could say such crass things so comfortably. And even while holding on to empty air, forsooth, I want to let gush heave. Then a gust pops my ear. It wants a prayer. Imagine, a fucker begging for you to pray to them. I get it. I know how it feels, funnily enough. All it takes is a lonely existence. I've been reading too much. Or better to say, I've been understanding too much. Too much what? Fruiting babes whining because their teething rings are taken away. A queen using those same keys against her subjects, while abusing the locks on herself. A time when it's fair to have more fun talking to bats and birds because there's always going to be one of her carriers around regardless. Because how could she be a mother if she didn't do such things? What can anything do at that point but find fancy in fruitless endeavors of plowing? They seem to be the only path I've allowed myself to take. Truly, something that can be done totally alone. But then again, I am just some place for someone to put something, or for me to steal any stuff onto. 'Cause, fuck. I found something I picked up when I was 7. I always just dusted that shit off of myself. It's hard to entertain it when you don't have connections for context, and you tire easily by taking it all onto yourself. There's always something in what somebody drops, especially if they are an idiot. It's okay to be a fool. More so than understanding what it definitively means, it's an easy feeling to acquire, despite its heavy weight. The promised land? Pal, even if I was to follow along, why would I tell anyone anything about what was behind the clouds? That was thousands of years ago, and I'm just sitting here watching everyone else shit their palms as usual. A shooting star is a once-in-a-lifetime event, or however long it takes to come around. Not like you dolts could plan on it or anything. Not like I can either. There's only so many days left, and I'm only at the start of my current line of thought. I'm hungry. There's plenty to eat out there, but it's more comfortable to make bread out of my own fat, of course. Shit, I forgot something. Besides water, words I only understood now. Well, what could I do with them? Go scream at the criers? I feel like they're only being used. I know what they don't know, but I don't know what that actually is, fuck. I wrote it down right when I heard it on the grounds that I didn't understand the words at the time. What do I do with it, though? It can't be trusted like all things that aren't me. It's some downright hideous thing old kings did to feed lambs to slaughter, so naturally I worried if my name was amongst them. Lo and behold, regardless of facts, I knew it to be true as well as I knew everything I could worry, run from, and feel. I just have no idea what to do with it is all. Guess that's how it works. An individual takes it all onto themselves. Then breaks, then runs to the only open hole they can find, and everyone eats of the freedom offered by the act, while farmhands baw at fireworks. Bro, the apocalypse was a week ago. Or don't you remember the storming of skies we had? It was wonderful. Drops fell for days, and it was warm enough to wear any attire you wanted. Now get back to work. Or did you forget what you didn't know you were told as well? Just do what you're told, it's easier that way. I guess I'll climb out of my hole, get some things, brush my teeth, walk around, you know. The only kind of stuff I can find. That stuff. The first things that can be found. Acknowledging what it is that holds you back. I can't find that. But at the same time, I usually always assume it's there. All I know is the difference of feeling between sitting on my ass and going for a walk, and which way forward feels best.